The crossing the line ceremony is a time-honored naval tradition that dates back centuries, marking the passage of sailors crossing the equator for the first time. This rite of passage symbolizes the transformation from a pollywog, a sailor who has never crossed the equator, to a shellback, a sailor who has crossed the equator and earned their sea legs. While the ceremony has evolved over time, the 1940s saw the tradition carried out with great enthusiasm and camaraderie, particularly during World War II, as the United States Navy expanded its global presence. During the 1940s, the crossing the line ceremony was often an elaborate affair. It provided a brief respite from the rigors of naval life and the pressures of war, allowing sailors to bond and let off steam in a controlled environment. The ceremony typically began with the pollywogs being summoned to the ship's deck, where they would face a series of challenges and pranks organized by the shellbacks. In the 1940s, one of the central figures in the crossing the line ceremony was the royal court, which was composed of high-ranking shellbacks who would preside over the proceedings. The royal court included figures such as King Neptune, his queen, and their courtiers, who were often portrayed by the ship's officers and senior enlisted personnel. These individuals would don elaborate costumes and makeup, adding a touch of theatrics to the ceremony. The pollywogs were subjected to various trials and tribulations designed to test their mettle and earn their shellback status. These trials often included crawling through a makeshift obstacle course, enduring a barrage of water hoses, and being smeared with a mixture of food and grease. In some cases, the pollywogs were also required to kiss the royal baby, a shellback sailor who would have his belly covered in grease or other unpleasant substances. Additionally, many pollywogs would have their heads shaved or be given an unusual haircut as part of the initiation. Despite the seemingly harsh nature of these trials, the crossing the line ceremony in the 1940s was generally conducted in good spirits, with an emphasis on camaraderie and shared experience. The shellbacks understood that they were once pollywogs themselves and that the purpose of the ceremony was to create a sense of unity among the crew. After completing the trials, the pollywogs would be declared shellbacks by King Neptune and the royal court, signifying their newfound status as seasoned sailors. The ceremony would often culminate in a festive celebration, with music, dancing, and a feast shared by the entire crew. It's worth noting that, over time, the crossing the line ceremony has become more regulated, with strict guidelines in place to ensure the safety and well-being of all participants. The modern-day ceremony bears little resemblance to the rowdy and sometimes dangerous rituals of the past. The crossing the line ceremony of the 1940s was a significant event for sailors in the United States Navy. It allowed them to temporarily escape the hardships of war and fostered a strong sense of camaraderie and shared experience among the crew. While the ceremony has evolved over the years, its essence as a rite of passage for sailors remains intact, making it an enduring part of naval tradition. Did you participate in crossing the line? Share your experiences with us.
We get into an intimate situation, and then begins this Romeo's conversation. He says murder, he says. Every time we kiss, he says murder, he says. At a time like this, he says murder, he says. Is that the language of love? He says solid, he says. Takes me in his arms and says solid, he says. Meaning all my charms, he says solid, he says. Is that the language of love? He says chick, chick, you torture me, zoot. Are we living? I'm thinking of leaving him flat. He says dig, dig, the jumps the old ticker is given. Now he can talk better than that. He says murder, he says. Every time we kiss, he says murder, he says. Keep it up like this and that, murder, he says. In that impossible tone, will bring on nobody's murder but his own. good looking. He sounds like his uppers don't fit. He says murder, he says. Every time we kiss, he says murder, he says. Keep it up like this and that, murder, he says. In that impossible tone, we'll bring on nobody's murder but his Finally found a fellow almost completely divine, but his vocabulary is killing this romance of mine. We get into an intimate situation, and then begins this Romeo's conversation. He says murder, he says. Every time we kiss, he says murder, he says. At a time like this, he says murder, he says. Is that the language of love? He says salad, he says. Takes me in his arms and says salad, he says.